God, Marc Webb isn't just a one-hit wonder. Great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. Hey everyone, welcome to the review, and here's my review for the movie Gifted. Yes, Gifted stars Chris Evans, McKenna Grace, Jenny Slate, and Octavia Spencer, and this movie's directed by Marc Webb. Yes, Marc Webb, the guy who gave us the amazing movie 500 Days of Summer, and then he also gave us Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. Let's not talk about those movies, but yeah, the story of this movie is about this young uncle named Frank, and basically he has a niece named Mary, and basically she is a gifted-minded child. She has a gifted mind, a beautiful mind, as some might say. Basically, she's about 6 or 7 years old, and basically, she has the mindset of like a 35-year-old mathematician stuff. She knows mathematics, quantum physics, and stuff, and she basically is a genius and stuff. She's like the next Albert Einstein, and basically, when she's in school, when she gets enrolled in school, people find her gifted, and they want her to go to these gifted schools and stuff, but Chris Evans, her Uncle Frank, doesn't want her to go to these big Ivy League schools because he wants her to live a normal life. He knows that if she goes to all these rich schools with all these gifted people, she will always be treated differently. He wants her to hang out with people her own age and be a normal kid. However, his mother gets involved in all this, and she's never been in this girl's life, but then when she finds out her granddaughter's a genius, she wants to take custody over her so she can put her in all these Ivy League schools and stuff. So Chris Evans' character has to fight a custody battle with his own mother for his niece and stuff, and yeah, this is a great movie, honestly. It has a very predictable premise. This idea has been done to death. It's not a very original story, but I just loved how this movie was directed, and the performances by the whole cast was really solid, and honestly, this was a very touching and very heartwarming movie. I saw the previews for this movie, and it looked okay. I knew this movie would be very predictable and cliched, and it really didn't fully interest me, but then I saw it was getting positive reviews, so I wanted to see for myself if it was a good movie, and it is. It's actually a great movie. I actually really enjoyed this movie. I was really sucked into the story, and I was really attached to these characters, especially the uncle and niece relationship, these two lead characters. Chris Evans, yes, Captain America himself, is fantastic. He's great. He can do movies other than the MCU. He's great in the MCU, but he's also a very good actor, as you saw in Snowpiercer and stuff, and he was really good. I loved him in this movie. He was a very enjoyable character and a very likable character, and you were rooting for him. You wanted him to get custody of the niece because you know he is the right person to take care of this child, and I loved his character, and I thought Chris Evans gave a great performance. He had amazing chemistry with McKenna Grace, who plays the little girl Mary, and she's really good. For a kid actress, it is really hard for some children to give good performances because, again, they're little kids and stuff. She was really good. She was really solid. She had to do a lot of really smart and very intelligent scenes, and it could have easily came off very wooden, very bland. Basically, a child just reading off a script because, obviously, a child wouldn't know what the hell they're talking about. But she was very believable. I really bought that this little girl was a genius, and that's thanks to this girl's performance. McKenna Grace does a very good job. She gives a solid performance, and her chemistry with Chris Evans was very good, very solid. I really enjoyed this relationship between this uncle and his niece. It was really well done. And Octavia Spencer, she's a supporting role. She's really good. She's really good in the movie. As long as she's not in a religious movie like The Shack, Octavia Spencer usually gives a solid performance, and she's really good. Jenny Slate is in this movie. She's kind of just there. She's fine. She's as the teacher. She's fine. I forget the actress who plays the mother. God, she's a despicable piece of shit, and she does a good job, but they try to give her a sort of character arc and stuff, and they try to make us sympathize with her character. It didn't work. I really hated her character so much. I hated the mother character. I thought she was such a bitch, and I just wanted her to leave and stuff, and again, there's moments they try to give her more likability and stuff. It didn't work for me. I really could not stand her character. The characters that you do enjoy, the characters you get connected with, is the lead character and the niece and stuff, and even the nanny, played by Octavia Spencer and stuff. And yeah, the movie is really good. Again, it is very predictable. This idea, this premise has been done to death, But the movie is still well done. Marc Webb did a good job directing this movie. This goes to show you he's good at smaller budget films, not comic book movies. He's good at making, small budget comedy movies or dramatic films. So yeah, I hope Marc Webb keeps on going with smaller budgeted films, more obscure indie films, other than big budget superhero films, because he does a good job with this. It's not as good as 500 Days of Summer, but it's still a really great film, and yeah, I really enjoyed Gifted, and I think most people will really enjoy this film. It's good for the whole family, and I think a lot of people will find this movie very touching and very heartwarming. I sure did, and yeah, I would definitely recommend this movie, and I thought it was actually great. I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely actually see this movie again. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give the movie Gifted an 8 out of 10. So yeah, definitely not perfect, but still a great film. So yeah, that was my review for the movie Gifted. So in the comment section below, please tell me, what is your favorite Marc Webb movie? Mine is obviously 500 Days of Summer, but yeah, what is your favorite Marc Webb movie? If you want to say The Amazing Spider-Man 2, that's completely fine. I disagree with you, but it's fine. But yeah, what is your favorite Marc Webb movie? Comment below, let me know. And as always, for this video, please like, subscribe to the channel, and join the dark side.